Tonight, Speaker Cross River State House of Assembly promises more legislation centered on the people in celebration of Christmas. As Nigerians join their counterparts all over the world to celebrate Christmas, correspondent takes a look on the significance amidst fanfare. Plus, annual Utomobon cultural celebration of Efa Kingdom gathers sons and daughters in grand style. Details of these and more in our news highlights. Good evening. Welcome to NTA News Highlights. I am Erika Ivy. Now the news in details. The leadership of the Cross River State House of Assembly has promised to come up with legislation that will enhance the protection of citizens across the states. Speaker Cross River State House of Assembly, Elvet Eyambem, said this in commemoration of 2023 Christmas celebration. Oduaretem reports.
While felicitating with Christians in commemoration of the birth of Jesus Christ, the Speaker, Cross River State House of Assembly, assured of improved policy-making process by initiating bills that are important for the overall good of all citizens. He hinted that the 10th Assembly under his watch will continue to protect citizens' rights and guarantee their safety, while also promising effective representation and good governance.
There are bills, there are motions, especially the ones that have direct impact on the people, the ones that has to do with the welfare of the citizens of Cross River State, the ones that has to do with kidnapping, the ones that has to do with all manner of social vices that members have raised on the floor. Our resolutions have been very top-notch. Our resolutions have been adhered to by His Excellency.
On the issue of kidnapping in the state, the lawmakers said the House will continue to come up with resolutions that will help the executive arm of government take deliberate steps to curb insecurity.
About the last one, that I'm the chapter chairman of the All Progressive Congress in Ipan was kidnapped, we came up with a resolution that the trailer park, the thatch houses around the trailer park should be demolished, and the governor has given a nod to it. In less than no time, you see the implementation of that. I will seize this opportunity to actually thank the governor because he's been very determined, he's been very deliberate in everything we come up with, especially regarding our resolutions. I want to say Merry Christmas to Cross-Riverians. I want to say Merry Christmas to Nigeria, and above all, to my immediate constituency, the Cross River State House of Assembly, my workers, and the entire legislative workforce.
He wished the people of the state a Merry Christmas and urged all Nigerians to pray for the nation's growth. In Calabar, Uduak Etam, NTA News.
Christmas is here again with all the fanfare that greets the season, ranging from beautiful decorations that adorn homes and streets, as well as the mouth-watering dishes and drinks that makes the celebration worthwhile. As Christians in Calabar join counterparts across the globe to celebrate the day, Oduaretem takes a look at the significance of Christmas amidst the fanfare.
Christmas, which has its roots in Christian tradition, is celebrated every year in December 25, marking remembrance of the birth of Jesus Christ. In commemorating the day in Calabar, the Cross River State capital, Christians gathered in churches to thank God for the gift of His Son, Jesus Christ, salvation and love He brought to mankind.
Jesus came to save us from sin, and therefore we don't need to live in sin. So as we celebrate right there today, I want you to have the consciousness that the reason for the season is Jesus Christ. Celebrating Christmas without Jesus in you is a waste of it. It's just a mere jamboree.
The coming of Jesus Christ in human form is the beginning of the greatest gift that our God the Father have given to humanity. Because He has not only come just for coming's sake, but the significance is that He has come to save the whole world.
It was at a time like this that God sent His Son Jesus into the world, though as a baby, but it was a beautiful gift. And it is that gift we are celebrating. He saves us, salvation is given, freedom is given, we have liberty, we have life, we have, name it, whatever you can think of.
Christmas is a time where families come together to share love and create lasting memories, as the celebration reflected in the decoration of Christmas trees singing of carols, and other activities.
Time of a celebration, give and take, a time to share what you have with your neighbors and friends. So it's a day that we can never forget. Peace is very key. Love is very key. They say if you love anything, you can never harm such a thing. So we should live in love and peace with each other.
When once you are celebrating out of the man you are celebrating, your celebration is futile, is no use. So I call on their attention that they should not celebrate it wrongly. They should return back and have a reflection of the man.
Beyond religious observance, Christmas incorporating various cultural and other festive elements marked by joy, generosity and spirit of giving. In Calabar, Uduak Etam, NTA News.
Still on Christmas. Christmas in Nigeria is primarily a family-oriented celebration as family members travel from far and wide to be together, strengthen their bonds, and share the joy of the season. On this day, church services are well attended and the spirit of generosity is reflected in the essence of the birth of Jesus Christ in spite of economic situation in Nigeria. Aretndem visited some churches to find out how Christians are celebrating Christmas.
We have now left the reason and we are celebrating the season. That's why things are getting worse. People are focusing on the season. What is the season? We have left the reason. What is the reason? The reason is Christ himself who has come, and the Bible says the government shall be upon his shoulder. We have left the reason and now we are pursuing the season. That's why people can talk about Christmas cloth. They're talking about Christmas rice. They're talking about Christmas chicken. They're not talking about, even some pastors today have shut down the church. The reason why we are celebrating this season is Christ himself. But today we have ignored the reason and we're going after the season. That's why things are no more the way they should be. People are celebrating this season. A lot of families in pains. A lot of families in hunger. A lot of families in anger. Because there is nothing that makes them smile. Some are struggling to say how it's going to be, and they are still believing that New Year will be better.
Having fulfilled the necessary marriage requirement, it was a lasting memory for the family of late Ntufam Pius Ekpe Tita Owane, headed by Ntufam Augustine Ekpe Tita, as the family hands over their daughter Agnes Ekpe Tita to her husband, Columbus Edet, according to Ejagam tradition. Correspondent who is part of the bride's family reports that the marriage attracted friends and associates from all walks of life who came to share in the joy of the couple. The family compound of late Ntufam Pius Ekpe Tita was agog as friends, neighbors, and associates thronged the events to share in the boundless love of Agnes and Columbus. The couple showcased their dance steps to the admiration of guests with the cutting of their cake.
I thank God for my life. Thank you for my marriage. Thank God for everything which He has made possible.
I've been looking for a way to have this opportunity. God has His time.
Preceding the traditional marriage was the church wedding at Assemblies of God Abiate for the solemnization of their marriage. The officiating minister, Reverend Sunday Aniete Basi, in a sermon, Marriage is Honorable, advised Christians to respect their matrimonial bed and stay holy while showing true love and respect to their spouses. The couple exchanged their marital vows with the signing of marriage certificates.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Family members expressed their joy this way.
I know God is going to already bless her with children. And
If they need more, God will give more. And God will bless them with finance.
God will protect them, keep them, and sustain them.
God will favor them. God will show them mercy. Agnes and Columbus are both indigenes of Akampa local government area of the state. In Calabar, Erika Ivi, Nta News. And moving on, the federal government, through the IFAT Livelihood Improvement Family Enterprise Live ND project, has distributed agri-business inputs to 1,000 youths, women, and vulnerable beneficiaries in Cross River states. This was at the flag-off ceremony to the fourth batch incubators from 10 local government areas of the state in Calabar. Paul Abel reports.
Life ND is an agribusiness intervention project of the federal government, NDDC and IFAD in the Niger Delta region with the objective to enhance income generation, food security, and create jobs for rural youths, women, and people with disabilities through agribusiness initiatives in a sustainable manner.
It's likely that the food basket potential of Cross River is going to be increased. So very soon we look forward to having the contribution of the Life ND beneficiaries into the state gross domestic products in terms of agriculture.
Inputs you see today are meant to establish our trained and mentored incubators.
Here, initiators of the project and major stakeholders, incubators and incubatees have assembled, and the singular message is for the beneficiaries to take advantage and become employers of labor in no distant time.
I want to see agribusiness champions that will transform the rural economies and catalyze the growth and development of our dear state.
This one, government has started something for you people. It's a business, and so you people should handle this thing very jealously.
The agricultural inputs, which cut across 4 food chains, include cassava stem multiplication machine, manual and automatic agrochemical spray, power tiller, poultry defeathering machine, and seasoning roaster, Agritech, among others. High point of the event was the handing over of the inputs to the various beneficiaries.
I thank the Life ND for this.
So I appreciate them. May God bless them.
For the sustainability of the project, stakeholders appeal for counterpart funding by the state government. In Calabar, Paul Abel, Nta News.
And finally, Utomobong is an annual cultural celebration of a kingdom where sons and daughters at home and in the diaspora come together to honor and pay homage to their Reverend King, Edidemikpo Konabasi V, the Obong of Calabar. Achibombasi brings us sights and sounds from this colorful celebration of the Efak Kingdom.
This annual Utomobong Cultural Festival is a demonstration of support and solidarity of Efak sons and daughters for the kingship of the Obong of Calabar, His Eminence Edidem Ekpo Konabasi V. The celebration is a beauty to behold, as the 12 ancestral clans is seen Efak Dwebeba, which include over 270 villages and communities in the Efak Brutu Kingdom, Efak in the diaspora, and over 20,000 well-wishers and guests from within and outside the state come together to share in the festivities.
He wants the development of Cross River State. Regardless of where you come from, he gathers everybody from left and right to make up his kingdom. That's very wonderful of him.
It's amazing, and also for the occasion, it's worth it. It's worth me coming down from America to witness it.
This enjoyment keeps us together and makes us look fresh, and always looking forward to seeing it.
It's an opportunity for people to celebrate, and give thanks to the Almighty.
As the people bask in the joy of the celebration, they say they will not forget the virtues which has sustained them through the centuries, as it behoves on them to intentionally transmit these virtues to the future generation.
This goes a long way to also confirm
that indeed Calabar is the cradle of ancient civilization, where the mission is better.
For God keeping the Obong of Calabar alive and keeping the throne alive. So we say, long live Efrebrutu.
Once you are happy about your historical past and you can hold on to the present very well, your future is given.
The state governor, Senator Basi Otu, says the Obong stool, as one of the few treaty kings east of the Niger, is highly revered and should be supported by all.
As a government, we are proud to partner with the Palace of Obong of Calabar in seeking classical and ancient sagacity in providing good governance for our people under a convivial atmosphere and consistent policy framework and implementation.
His Eminence Edidem Ekpo Okunobasi to the Fifth, the Obong of Calabar, sues for peace and unity among all, as this is the bedrock of development in the kingdom. Highlight of the celebration was the cutting of the cake by the 12 clans of the kingdom and the award of scholarship to 40 recipients in 25 fields of studies. Some of those who graced the event were the Minister for Humanitarian Affairs, Dr. Beta Edu, Senator representing the Southern Senatorial District, Asuko Ekpenyong, the former Governor, Donald Duke, who sowed the seed of tourism in Cross River State, Senator Florence Itagiwa, who is also a Kaiban KCN Efek Dwebeba, among others, in Calabar. Achibon Basi, NTA News.
With that report, we draw the curtain tonight. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful and blessed Christmas. Good night.